Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, our Communication Vaccination Center. My name is Heather Sauter. I'm the Senior Director of Communications for Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Happy to have you here. It is my pleasure to introduce our Chief Executive Officer of AMB Sports and Entertainment, Steve Cannon.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining us here. On behalf of Arthur Blank and our entire team, welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, or as we like to now call it, the largest mass vaccination site in the Southeast. That's pretty cool. So it's been a tough 10 months for our country, or 12 months for our country, our community, and certainly in the sports business, we've been largely shut down. And, we're in the business of community, of bringing people together on any given Sunday, whether that's for soccer or for football or for a concert, and we've largely not been able to do that. And so with this amazing facility and amazing team that aren't doing what they normally do, which is bring people together to cheer their hearts out for their favorite team, we are now kind of stepping into this space using this amazing facility in downtown Atlanta to help unlock our community, provide vaccines to everyone so that we can get back to what we love, which is coming together, building community, cheering for Atlanta United, cheering for our Falcons. I'm going to hand it off in just a second, but I will say that over the course of the past 5 years, it's our 5th year anniversary this year since we opened the stadium in 2017, and we have had some incredibly important events. A Super Bowl, a college football championship. We brought the MLS championship here in this building to the city of Atlanta, but I would argue that no event has been more important than what's about to take place here at Mercedes-Benz over the next 8 weeks. And we are honored and privileged that we get to participate in such an important function in our community. So again, welcome. We know we're going to hit some snags in 8 weeks, but we are a fan-friendly, customer-friendly place, and we will get this right. And every single person that comes through this door, we're going to treat with respect, and we're going to treat them like a welcome guest in our home. That's kind of our mantra. So with that, I want to just say thank you to the governor for the partnership. Didn't know we were going to actually get to this day, and here we are, but that was through public, private, working together to help our community, and that was through your leadership. So Governor, thank you, and welcome to the podium.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. And Steve, thank you so much for your willingness to do this. And I certainly want to thank Arthur Blank and the Arthur Blank Foundation and really just the whole team that's here. I don't think most people really realize that the power of this organization has been taken out of its normal mission to help with vaccines and really being a great partner with federal agencies, our state agencies, as well as local governments, and that's the way it should be done right now. All of us pulling together just to make this happen, and I'm, for one, very excited and just very appreciative of the organization, all of your team members that have been working long and hard here previously and will continue to do that in the next weeks and months that we have ahead of us. I also just want to continue to thank Dr. Toomey and her whole team at the Georgia Department of Public Health and their continuous, tireless efforts to fight this pandemic and also to administer this vaccine, along with Dr. Paxton and her local team at Public Health and Chairman Pitts. We've been on a lot of great visits in Fulton County with what you guys are doing, and we're very appreciative of you and your team, your commissioners, and certainly Dick Anderson's partnership and working with all of us. And really, I can't say enough about our FEMA partners. I know Director Stallings, who is here, and the whole GEMA team has worked tirelessly coordinating with our federal partners at FEMA. We're very grateful for Administrator Fenton and his cooperation and leadership, and it's an honor having him in Georgia. Lieutenant Colonel Chadwick, General Wilson from the Georgia National Guard. I have continued to talk all over the country about the great job that the Georgia National Guard has done this whole pandemic, Started out doing infectious disease cleaning in our nursing homes, supporting our testing efforts, helping with staffing issues in our hospitals, and now feeding millions of meals at our local food banks, and now doing great work, logistical and otherwise, on our vaccine sites all over the state, including helping with this one. Brigadier General Hansen from the Department of Defense, what our U.S. military continues to do in this effort, and we are excited to have them in Georgia and appreciate not only their service but the work that they'll be doing here at this great site that we have. I mentioned again the locals under the leadership of Chairman Rob Pitts and Dick Anderson and their whole team, and we're very appreciative of that. And I know you're going to hear from a lot of speakers, so I'm not going to take a lot of time, but I think it is noteworthy just in the tour that I just got to learn that there's 700 people that will be working in this facility to help get these thousands of vaccines out to over 200,000 people. That's over 400,000 doses. The really out-of-the-box thinking that they're doing here with flexible times, flexible hours, the ability to have walk-ups, take advantage of public transportation and other things, not only just to serve Fulton County, but this whole metro area. This site will be made welcome to you, and I thought that was really good to hear. Also, one of the pods that we went through is ADA, handicap accessible. So those Georgians that are worried about entrance and exit and being taken care of, the plan that they have to take care of you, in talking with Administrator Fenton and what they've learned from other sites around the country, and helping our handicapped friends make sure they have a pleasant experience when they come here. That has all been planned for. So that is something I felt was great as well. But I'm just honored to be here to support this partnership. I appreciate all the partners that we have, and just know, I know you'll be hearing from some of the state partners in a minute, but just know that Dr. Toomey and Director Stallings and General Wilson, General Carden was on another mission today and couldn't be with us, but we all stand ready. We stand ready to support you however we can. We welcome you to our state, and we just appreciate what you're doing. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Governor Kemp. We appreciate it. Now I'd like to bring to the stage Robert Fenton, FEMA Acting Administrator.
Well, thank you, Governor. I appreciate your leadership and being here today, as it's my pleasure to work together to expand vaccinations to all of Atlanta. Last week, we reached a significant goal. The President on January 20th launched a strategy to vaccinate America, and he put a goal of 100 million vaccinations in 100 days. We reached that in under 60 days of reaching 100 million vaccinations. We've done that through partnership with federal, state, local government, and private sector, which you see here today. We've provided 100% funding through President Biden's initiative to provide $4.4 billion to states and local governments. 100% funding to the states to support the National Guard to be able to assist in vaccination. And through those efforts, we've opened up over 900 sites across the country. We will continue to push forward, helping to ensure that anyone who wants to be vaccinated is able to receive one, and that vaccination centers like this one are how we will accomplish that goal. Our primary focus with this location is vaccine equity, and to ensure that in the next weeks ahead, local residents who want a vaccination is able to receive one. The decision to locate this federal pilot vaccination site at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium was data-driven. Working with CDC, we looked at the social vulnerability index for counties within the Georgia area, and looked at Metro Atlanta's underserved and socially vulnerable communities. Here at this location, we have the necessary space and the team to serve and provide up to 6,000 doses a day. That's 42,000 doses a week. This state-of-the-art facility is uniquely located to support those underserved people in the south and east sides of the metro area. You can get to this location from multiple routes. There's 2 MARTA rail lines and multiple bus routes. There is also plenty of parking, as you've heard, and we are close to Atlanta's major roadways. There's roughly 16 communities we're focused on across 45 zip codes within the metro area that can easily be serviced by this Type 1 community vaccine center location. Opening this center is possible through what we call a whole community effort. I really want to recognize the strong public-private partnership that the governor talked about between not only FEMA, the Department of Defense, the state, the city, the county, the Mercedes-Benz Stadium ownership, Arthur Blank. All those are necessary to bring this site to fruition and to vaccinate the thousands of people in the metro area. I just want to, in closing, again, thank Governor Kemp for your hard work in getting vaccines to Georgians. I appreciate the hard work by all the team members here from the interagency, FEMA, Department of Defense, state employees, and those of Fulton County, the City of Atlanta, and the Mercedes-Benz Stadium to get this center open. FEMA is proud to support this community vaccination center at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Let's get everyone vaccinated. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Fenton. Now we'd like to bring up Dr. Kathleen Toomey.
Thank you so much. I just wanted to say thanks from us, once again to Mr. Cannon and the Blank Foundation, as well as Mr. Blank. Arthur Blank has probably done more for public health than any single person that I know in his commitment to help support the Department of Public Health, as well as our many both COVID test sites, as well as the vaccination effort, and really appreciate all of his commitment to improving the health of our community. I also wanted to thank Chairman Pitts and everyone from Fulton County, GEMA, FEMA, but I've been waiting for months to be able to say I want to thank the dynamic trio, Dr. Paxton, Dr. Holland, and Matt Kallmeyer. Those 3 have really been leaders in getting vaccines into people in Georgia, and have been working tirelessly to do so. And in doing so, I can say loud and clear, I am so proud to be a Fulton resident and have you supporting us. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Toomey. Now we'd like to bring up Chairman Rob Pitts of Fulton County.
I'm Rob Pitts. I chair the Board of Commissioners of Fulton County, and believe me, I could not be happier to welcome each of you today to the heart of Fulton County. The last year has challenged every single person in our county, but we're here today to bring our community back. I want to thank my good friend Governor Kemp, Dr. Toomey, for their leadership throughout this crisis, along with the state agencies that are represented here today. I want to thank also President Biden, Vice President Harris, and our federal agencies who are also represented here today. Thanks to Steve Cannon, Arthur Blank, and the entire team here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, who have shown tremendous corporate citizenship. This is what Fulton County and Atlanta are all about. And of course, as Dr. Paxton mentioned, our great team at Fulton County, Matt Kallmeyer, Dr. Paxton, our county manager, Dick Anderson, and our wonderful team of volunteers. And I also like to acknowledge the leadership of the mayors of our 15 cities, including Mayor Bottoms of the City of Atlanta, for their collaboration with us. I hope that what the community sees represented here is a full commitment from every level of government to restore our community to health. This is a true example of a public-private partnership, federal, state, local, and the private sector. This is public service at its finest, focused on a singular mission, removing barriers to access. For the public listening, this means free parking, evening and weekend appointments, no ID required, full disability access, translation available on site, no insurance required. There should be nothing holding anyone back. We're putting every available resource to deliver on our promise of health equity. We're here to make sure that everyone in Fulton County and surrounding areas, everyone has access to the vaccine and no one gets left behind. We're doing strategic outreach to Black and brown people who have been disproportionately affected by the pandemic as a whole. We already know that around the nation and here in Fulton County, Black and brown people have not been vaccinated at the same rate as others. We must work to reverse that trend and reach everyone, no matter who they are, where they live, and what they look like, all across Fulton County. In closing, I simply want to thank everyone for making today possible. I can't wait to gather safely again with all of my constituents. Thank you each, every one of you, for being here this afternoon.
Thank you, Chairman Pitts. Now I'd like to bring up Dr. Lynn Paxton, District Health Director of Fulton County Board of Health.
Well, good afternoon, and I'm extremely excited to be here today because this has been such a fabulous collaboration between Mercedes-Benz, between Fulton County Board of Health, between FEMA, between Fulton County government and the state. It's been wonderful. But here are my words right now are really directed not necessarily at the people in this room, but by anyone who might be looking out in the world of the internet or on the TV. And I want to get a couple of points across to everyone. I want to emphasize that these COVID vaccines are extraordinarily effective. They are safe. And they are our way out of this pandemic. So what I'm going to encourage everyone who is listening in today or in the future and all that is I want you to go to some reputable sites. Learn more about the vaccines if you have questions, such as the cdc.gov site, the Georgia Department of Public Health site. I want you to talk to your friends and your family, the family that have already gotten vaccinated, so you can learn what their experiences were like. And most importantly, I want everyone to come and get vaccinated. We're doing everything we can to make it accessible to all, easy to get, and reminder, it is absolutely free. So, I want to make sure that everyone knows how to get these vaccines. So, we have what is called the Vaccine Registration and Scheduling System, in which to get an appointment, all you need to do is go to the Georgia Department of Public Health site, and you'll see it prominently displayed there, and you can make your own appointment. If you happen to not have access to the internet, or if you have limited access, you can always call us. We have the Fulton County Board of Health has an access line, and the number is 404-613-8150, and you can schedule. It's open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. And you can also call the Georgia Department of Public Health Scheduling Resource Line, which is 888-457-0186. So I wanted to take a little bit of my precious time to give you those really mundane details, but I want everybody to take advantage of this opportunity that's been made available to us, because honestly, this time next year, I don't even want to be thinking about COVID anymore. I want to have moved on to the next thing. And that can only happen if we all work together, if we continue to do all the prevention things that we know work, like wearing a mask and socially distancing, and if people get vaccinated. So thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Dr. Paxton. Now I'd like to bring up Chris Stallings, Director of GEMA and Homeland Security.
Good afternoon. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Administrator Fenton for your efforts, but specifically I want to brag on our Region 4 Administrator, Ms. Gracia Check. Without her and her team at Region 4, we could not do the things that we do here in Georgia. They've been extremely supportive of our vaccination efforts, so just want to make sure she gets mentioned. She's done a lot for our state. She's a homebody, so we're kind of proud of her, so give her a raise if you can. We'd also like to thank the Arthur Blank Foundation, Mercedes-Benz. Your team has been incredible. Thank you for the use of this facility. It is amazing. Atlanta Fulton County Emergency Management, U.S. Army North, thank you for all the assets that you've brought to make this work. Without you, these would just be shots in a freezer. So thank you all for your efforts that you've put into this. There's so many people involved in this effort, and we're grateful for the partnerships, teamwork, and sense of purpose that each agency has brought. We're proud to be a part of this fight against COVID-19. With the number of vaccinations provided here at Mercedes-Benz, combined with other sites that we've got around the state with public health and private providers, I know I speak for GEMA and Homeland Security when we say we feel like we're seeing a light at the end of the tunnel finally. We're really excited about that. With many months of hard work and all the planning that we've done has started to pay off, we're looking forward to the continued efforts to support public health and ensuring that Georgians get what we most need, and that's a vaccine in our arms. Thank you for being here today, and thank you for all the great partners who have made this a reality.
Thank you so much. At this time, I'd like to go ahead and say that thank you to all of our speakers for being here today. We appreciate that. For members of the media, we will be taking a tour of the facility so you can see the setup as we have it set now. There will be members of the speaking team that will be accompanying us on that tour, so if you have questions, we can answer them along the way, or if you have questions afterwards, we're happy to accommodate that. Are there any in particular right now? Okay, that's great. So, oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Brooke.
Sorry, I don't know if this was mentioned. What vaccine are you guys going to be administering at this site?
It's Pfizer for the first 6 weeks, and then J&J for the last 2 weeks during this 8-week period. All right, wonderful. So right now, I'd like for our media to go ahead and get ready, and we will exit right behind.
so I'll have it there probably this afternoon or tonight. As soon as you get it to me. Sure. And then you can just keep the site's mercedes-benzstadium.com/media. So all of the stuff will be there. Photo. You guys want to wait out here? We'll get everybody and start rolling. I'm all the way zipped up now. Bottom, well, not at the top. So the battery, yeah, not gonna fall out. Thanks. Okay. All right, appreciate it. So the governor, you did the pool before? Yeah, they want to do it live. You got shot too? Oh. Nobody. You got shot? Heads up, guys. Heads up.